Jason Peterson. I am 46 years old. I'm from New York City. I currently reside in Chicago, Illinois. I'm an advertising creative director. I'm the chief creative officer of Havas, which is a multinational advertising agency. I oversee all of North America. I really got into photography early on, kind of in high school and college. I was really into film-based photography. I was adamantly opposed to digital photography. It wasn't until mobile photography that I kind of got reintroduced to photography. My problem is that I have crazy ADD. I have zero attention span. I'll go and shoot amazing stuff and then I'd walk away from it. So I have rolls and rolls and rolls of undeveloped film sitting in a closet. When digital photography first kind of came out, I was opposed to it because the quality, I would always look at the images and they'd feel like digital photography. So I always had a problem with it. 3 years ago, a friend of mine introduced me to Instagram and I didn't really know what it was. I thought it was some corny filter app like Hipstagram or something like that to put dumb borders on your photos. I was walking home one day right when I first moved from New York to Chicago, and I took a photo of Lake Michigan. And just simple photo on my phone. I did a little edit on Snapseed. It was an app that someone told me about. And the photo itself looked like a Hiroshi Sugimoto shot, like one of his 12-hour exposures of the sea. And I looked at it on my phone, if someone showed me this, I'd be like, no way, this isn't, shot by Hiroshi Sugimoto. What I first started doing was kind of emulating all the classic photographers that I kind of loved and I kind of grew up with and I, always admired, kind of through mobile and digital photography. I posted that first image to Instagram and 3 different people liked it that I didn't know. Some guy in Taiwan liked it. So I was immediately hooked to that immediate admiration and people liking and commenting on my photography that I didn't know. So that to me was a really interesting hook. And the immediate reaction of shooting a photo, editing it and posting it right away helped fill my issue of kind of having crazy ADD and being all over the place. So when I started getting serious about, okay, I'm going to create an account on Instagram, I said that I was going to create a brand for myself. Dark, classic, high contrast, black and white, and post a photo every single day that was trying to hone in and perfect the style that I wanted. I had the idea of follow me into the dark, and it was because of the style of photography that I loved and I wanted to create was really dark, black and white, little hints of so I'd always wait for that perfect moment, walking down a city street and there's a dark alleyway with a little sliver of light coming through, and I would just sit and wait on and shoot that kind of photo. And to me it was about exploring that kind of darkness in black and white and finding little hints of light where you can shoot photographs. I was really, really influenced by Harry Callahan, one of my favorite photographers. He came to Chicago, I think it was in the 1940s, and shot downtown Chicago. There's one image of his that I always, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is such an amazing, graphic, impactful image. And it was really simple. It was almost solid black with a sliver of white, which was an alleyway in Chicago, and there's a little man, a little black silhouette sitting at the bottom of the alley. Time in photography, if you look at 1950s, 60s, 70s, is always marked by kind of a look of color that has it. If you think about the 1970s, you could think of a color palette and how that kind of looks. What I love about black and white photography, it's super timeless, so you don't know when it was sort of taken. I started out really shooting, early film photography. I have Contax and Leica and a lot of, film cameras, so a lot of medium format stuff as well, which is just sitting in my closet collecting dust and I never touch anymore. And then I really got into mobile photography. I still love shooting on my iPhone. In reality, half of my shots I post to social media are shot on an iPhone. I shoot a lot with Leica now. This is the Leica Monochrom M, which is one of my favorite cameras because it literally requires zero editing for my style. The range of grays and black and whites, the way the skies all gradiate down. I'll shoot a photo on here and post it, raw just from the camera itself. The thing I love most about mobile photography and Instagram is that it allows anyone who has a vision, anyone who has a talent, whether you're a school teacher, whether you're a photographer, whether you're a barista at Starbucks, it allows anyone to be a photographer. I respect people coming into that more so than people that are avid photographers and have this kind of elitist photography attitude, especially when it comes to social media. If you have talent, and ambition, you can kind of do anything. The amount of respect and even new business that I've won in my advertising job because of my photography and influence I have on Instagram has been amazing. So how those two careers have kind of come together is really amazing. So to me, I am doing my dream job. So I love it every single day.